As many of you have witnessed with the banning of TikTok, our government feels very comfortable pointing the finger at other countries, calling them a threat, and using that fear to justify their policies. Tried and true. As American as apple pie, but not as tasty. But this is not a new practice. In 1798, Congress established the Aliens and Enemies Act. The law was designed to prevent foreign espionage and sabotage. It gave the president the ability to deport or detain citizens of a particular country of birth or citizenship without a hearing, just because they might be a threat to national security, which in times of war seemed like an okay idea. But the problem is it can and will be abused. When there is a believed threat to national security, people become very skittish around other people who look different than them or sound different than them, and they perceive immigrants as a threat. And the government uses this fear to their advantage. The Alien Enemies Act is the same law that enabled the government to take possessions from Japanese immigrants and detain them, imprison them in internment camps during World War II. And now some politicians have talked about using this law as a solution to the immigration crisis in 2025, when we are not at war. Look to Mexico, for instance. Detaining Mexican-born U.S. citizens would be permitted under this law, which is wild considering Mexican firefighters just crossed the border to help put out literal fires in the state of California. They came over from Mexico to put out literal fires, but under this law, the president could detain and deport them without due process of law. He could do so even in retaliation if he disagrees with the Mexican president. Like any law that expands the executive powers of the president, this law can be used to hurt people. Using the Alien Enemies Act as a substitution for thoughtful immigration policy is barbaric, and it grants the federal government far too much authority over our civil liberties. We need to let our representatives know we do not support this.